Monkey C fans and Kooks fans, I've had some requests to give a little bit of tuition on how to play She Moves in Her Own Way by the Kooks. I will show you guys the parts that I play, which are the lead parts, to see if you can get a handle on those. The intro we'll crack off with is a fairly nice little run. If I turn the guitar up, here we go again. Okay, that part is I'm sliding from the 5th fret on the G string up to the 7th fret, and then I'm playing the 7th fret on the E string, then sliding up again to the 9th fret on the G, the 8th fret on the E, then I'm playing the 11th fret on the G, the 10th fret on the E, and then finally the 12th fret on the G. That's the first part of the tune. Don't really play anything else until we get on to the middle part of the first verse, where I'm playing, which is basically a slide from the 5th on the G to the 7th, then I'm pulling off on the 7th on the E, keeping that shape, so I'm on the 7th on the G, 7th on the E, sliding that down from the 6th on the G, 6th on the E, to the 5th on the G and the 5th on the E. So that's, and then finally down to the 4th on the G and the 3rd on the E. I'm doing with this hand, with the right hand, I'm doing what they call hybrid picking. So I'm picking some parts with the pick, and I'm picking other parts with the fingers. That allows me to actually pick both notes at the same time. Useful little tip for you there. So that's the main parts of the first verse. I'll come on to the choruses later. I'll show you now what I play in the second verse. The second verse, again, I don't really play anything until I play a little lick in about the third line of the verse, which was originally asked for by a gentleman called Situation 87. So this is for you out there, Situation 87. What I'm playing here is the hardest part is the timing when to come in on this, because it sort of comes in on a bit of an offbeat. So I'm playing effectively the 13th fret and the 12th fret on the B and the G strings, and I'm pulling off from the 13th to the 12th underneath. So I'm playing 13, 12, then I'm sliding from the 14 up to the 16, and then playing across the 15 on the B and the E, and then back to the 14 on the G. That's the first half of that lick. Second half of that lick, I'm playing, again, very similar to the intro, 4th and the 3rd on the G and the E. So I'm playing 4th and 3rd, 5th and 5th, 7th and 7th, 9th and 8th, 11th and 10th, and then finally 12 to 14 as a slide on the G, and then I'm playing 15 on the E. Okay, So they were the licks for the verses. What I'll do now is play you the solo, so you can try and get your head around that. I'll try and play it slowly, so that you can follow it by ear, because if I sit and explain it to you, then my 10 minutes on YouTube will be gone. So I'll play it for you quickly first of all, and then we'll do it slowly. Okay, that's the solo. I'm going to play it very slowly for you now. Hopefully you'll be able to follow this. I'm starting off on the A string on the 7th fret. Okay, those last pairs of notes that I'm playing at the end of the solo, I'm basically playing those on the G and the B strings. I'm starting off on the 17th fret, I'm playing 17th for both, 16th and 15th for G and B, 14th and 13th for G and B, 12th for G and B, 11th and 10th for G and B, 12th for G and B. Okay guys, so that's the solo and the parts that I play in the verses. These are the chords for the rest of the tune, so if you want to play along on the rhythm guitar, you can do. Chords for the verses are G, C, A minor, B minor, C, G. So that's G, C, A minor, B minor, C, G. Not sure how many times that goes around. I think it's 8, probably more. I'm sure you can work it out. The chorus is G, D, A minor, C, D, E minor, C, A minor, C, D, G. So that is A minor, C, D, E minor, C, A minor, C, D, G. Okay. The bridge before the solo is E minor, D, B minor, C, G, and then my favourite passing chord, D with an F sharp in the bass. I'll show you what I mean. So that's E minor, D, B minor, C, D. That's the passing chord, which is a D with an F sharp in the bass. Okay, the solo chords itself are E minor, G, A minor, G, D with the F sharp in the bass, E minor, G, A minor, G. So that would be that's about the size of it. Hope this has been of some use, as per usual. If it hasn't, sorry. Obviously I pitch this at people that can play a few chords and maybe know some of the basics, so they might have a bit of better understanding than of what I'm talking about. For you guys that are at the beginner stage, hopefully that's pushed you on a little bit and given you something to play with. And if there's anything else you guys need, let me know.